music lives. This is Power 95. Ladies' Room comes to you compliments of
Renwick and Thompson Limited,
agents for Western Union,
and Beacon Insurance.
We plan for every major life event, from birthday parties to baptisms, and celebrating a life well lived deserves the same thoughtful planning. Beacon's Rest Easy plan is designed to give your loved ones the comfort of knowing that they can do just that. With no underwriting and cover for up to 6 family members that includes certain injuries, this plan can be yours for as little as 75 cents per day. Call us at Beacon or log on to beacon.co.tt for more info today.
2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6.
Education multiplies their chances and places the world of opportunity in their hands. No matter where they are in the world, make sure they're prepared for their journey back to school with Western Union. School fees, books, room and board, whatever the reason. Knowledge, independence, opportunity. Western Union, moving money for better.
And we're back in the room for another one on this Tuesday, June 14th. Good morning, everybody. If you are celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday. Anybody in the room celebrating? If you are, here's to a good Tuesday wherever you are. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Marianne. Good morning, Wendy Gilbert. Good morning, Christelle Richards. Michael Benjamin is here. Shanti Charles is here. Krista Hood, Linda Pearl, Jackie Adams. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you guys are good. Esther Matthew, good morning. Good morning, Judy and Williams. And guys, when you come on in on the live, just hit the share button one time, all right? So we can, give other folks the opportunity to be part of the room, so don't be selfish. Good morning. Good morning. Jackie, you have plan on having no behavior anytime soon? Because you wouldn't be anytime soon. Because soon as the election is over, we're into carnival. And then you will start up for Boise again. So it seems as though until September, we definitely can't expect you to behave. Like, it's not in your DNA at all. Go on, Jacqueline. Carry on, Jacqueline. Good morning, Wayne. Wayne, where are you? Wayne, I have to link you just now. I need your input on something. Good morning, Giads. Good morning, Belle, Sam, Town Girl. Good morning, Shauna Dakota. Aaliyah, good morning. Sonia, Toronto is checking in. Good morning, BB. Kendra is in Brooklyn. Where else are you guys? Hold on. Good morning, Valerie. Good morning, Janelle. What up, sis? I ain't seen you in a minute. Where are you? So it's a serious one we've got today. Sometimes we come, we laugh. We laugh. We make fun, and we get our kicks off of some of these situations, but this one is all right, got it. Yeah, so we usually laugh and have fun and whatever, and but this one this morning isn't, because I spoke to the person before I posted it, and I made sure she was okay with it being, well, she sent it for that purpose. She wanted to get our input, but sometimes a lot of us, we don't know where and when to draw the line, and anytime I see anything to do with depression or suicidal thoughts or anything of that sort, I usually mash brakes. and everything else sort of becomes irrelevant, um, and sometimes we could be a little bit insensitive, and I always say to people, and it's one of my things that I always preach, sometimes it takes putting yourself in somebody else's shoe. Maybe just because you have not experienced something or you don't know what it's like, it doesn't mean that you become insensitive and cold and mean to somebody else's situation, regardless of what got them there. Whenever I hear about suicidal thoughts or anybody feeling depressed, it usually hits home for me, because depression and mental health isn't something we take seriously at all. Because I remember, and I often share this story with you guys about when I had my bout with it, years ago. And, you would tell somebody that you're feeling depressed. And the first thing people would ask, well, what you have to be depressed about? People seem to equate you dressing up or having a good job or some material stuff as being happy. But that is just, material stuff. What goes on inside is a whole different ball game, and you're faced with life. Life happens, things happen, and some people may be able to handle situations, others, they can't. Some people, their breaking point is like instantly, and others can take and take and take and take. Let's just say our tolerance level for a lot of things are differently. And when it comes to matters of the heart and love, there are people who love really hard, and they're affected more than others. Some people might have a breakup and they're able to move on, bounce back nicely, and it is what it is. But there are other people who really take it to heart when they really invest themselves into a relationship. So regardless of what happened, when someone says, hey, this is how I'm feeling, I looked at some of the comments and I'm like, not everything is for a laugh or a like. If somebody's saying to you, this is what happened, this is my situation, and for those who may not have seen the situation yet, I'll read it to you shortly. But for those of you who saw it and, still finding something funny about it, suicidal thoughts and depression ain't nothing to make fun about, regardless of what got the person to that point. And sometimes it's just sad when you see people taking everything and, turn it into a joke. Like, for some laugh and some giggle. It's not funny all the time. There are days when we can definitely come here and say, you know what? We could laugh about it, because I come here and I'll be cracking up on some of the responses and some of the scenarios. But this morning I was sort of, kind of disappointed with a few, because I know what it's like. I've been there, done that. And, like I said, because you have not experienced something doesn't mean you become, indifferent to it. It doesn't mean you're not sympathetic to somebody else's plight. Depression is serious. Mental health is serious. And unfortunately on this rock, we don't seem to take it seriously. And you see people walking around every time with a smile, and you might think they're fine. And it's depression doesn't wear a face. There isn't a look. You could be happy as hell on the outside, but inside there's a wide range of emotions that you're dealing with. You're not okay. You may look okay, but you're not okay. It does not have a look. You don't walk around looking stressed. There are sometimes you can identify it based on if you really know the person, so you can connect with them and you know when they're good or when they're not good. Because sometimes they might be outgoing and bubbly and suddenly they become withdrawn, and they don't want to do anything, they don't want to go anywhere, they don't want to talk, they don't want to, they're just there. So you definitely see that something isn't right here. But somebody who always wears a smile, who always out there and outgoing, it's sometimes hard to tell. But I just wish that when people say to you, hey, I'm not doing good, feeling depressed, that we wouldn't take it as a joke and we wouldn't make fun of it and ask people what you have to be depressed about and you want something to be depressed about. No, that has been totally insensitive. Like I said, we all process things differently, we all feel differently, and no two persons are the same. What you would shrug and move on with, I may process and take on. Because for me, I'm an overthinker, I swear, and it's something that I had to gradually work on through therapy and all of that. I'm an overthinker. I'll overthink the slightest thing. Sometimes it's just a simple little thing, and you overthink it, you'll add to it, you take out, and it wasn't even that serious to begin with. And it took me a while to realize, sometimes you just gotta chill. Take a deep breath, chill. Yeah, so Some people wear stress very well, you know? And as someone saying the biggest comedians have suffered with depression and end up taking their own lives. It's horrible. The resources here for someone says I've recently done there are resources here for mental health. At some point in time, some of us have hit rock bottom. I've had some sort of depression. Listen, I've been there. I know what rock bottom feels like, you know? But I always say, you know, somebody taking their life, some say it's a coward's way out, but I always say, listen, that ain't no coward. That takes strength because you're sitting there planning of ways to out your light, basically, and you're gonna go through with it, knowing this could be your last breath you take, but you're gonna go through with it regardless. How is that being a coward that you'll sit there and literally find a way to end your own life? It takes a lot of strength for me. I don't know. I see that as a lot of strength to even go through the process, you know. But just to go back to where we were in terms of, you know, what brought me to this conclusion. Someone says, I need some advice on this. My boyfriend and I have been together for 2 years and some. We fell out a couple of times and I cheated on him and he didn't know. But my daughter went and told his children, who told him. He asked me if it was true. I told him the truth, and every day he keeps on asking me to tell him the real truth. And he finally decided to take revenge on me by cheating back. Now he found a woman that he barely knows and is serious about her. It's hard for me to let him go. He's asked me to, but I really can't. My heart hurts too much that I feel like committing suicide. Please help me. Like I said, prior to you know, when I saw a comment that really hurt my heart, someone says, well, kill yourself. Like, how? I mean, come on, man. If someone is saying to you, I'm hurting and I don't know what to do, and that is what they're feeling. Like I said, everybody loves differently. There are people who love with everything, you know, and to tell somebody that, listen, sometimes it's okay to not comment. If you don't have anything positive to add, sometimes it's okay to like sit this one out. Let me read the comments and just chill. If I can't, you know, offer some sort of moral support, some, you know, send some positive vibes that person way, some sort of encouragement to keep going. How are you gonna tell somebody to kill themselves? Oh, y'all, I don't know, man. Yeah, boy. Oh, they were rough out here, you know. You gotta have to stick your fortitude, you gotta have everything to deal with some of y'all just heartless, you know, y'all mean. Like, how are you gonna tell somebody to kill themselves? Go ahead and kill themselves, yeah. Whether you're big or small, you don't have to be a grown man or a grown woman to act a particular way, to not feel a particular way. Love and all those things that comes with it isn't just for young people. And I'm not sure what is her age, whether she's in her 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. I don't know her age. But like I said to her, listen, one of the things that jumped out at me, I understand where he's coming from. And like I said to her, you can't be mad at him because at the end of the day, there are consequences for actions. Sometimes we do things and we don't think about the consequences, you know? But part of doing stuff, you have to bear in mind that there are consequences. Might be good, might be bad. Depends on what you do. Now, if you were with somebody and you guys fell out, and you know, sometimes if it's not working, it's just not working. And I had a really honest conversation with her, and I'm happy that she appreciated what I said. So I think she's in a better headspace today. But I'm still going to refer her to my therapist. But like I said to her, a lot of the times we have to understand that, you know what, as much as we want something to work, if it's not working, you got to let it go. Now, if you're dealing with somebody for 2 years and some, and you guys keep falling out, and it's toxic, and it's not happening, the best thing to do for yourself is to get out of the situation. The best thing you can do for yourself is to leave a situation that is not serving you in any way, shape, or form. And sometimes some of us learn this later on in our lives, then we look back and we be like, wow, why didn't I just get out of that situation? Why did I give this person so much time? Why did I give this person all that energy? Why did I give this person so much of me when I could have cut that person loose and gone on my merry way and have done so much better? But they say, hindsight, if only we knew certain things before, but it don't work that way, So like I said to her, if you were falling out, things weren't working, why didn't you just, walk away then? So you cheated on him and hope that he wouldn't find out. And I mean, what do you get out of, the cheating on him part? Was it somebody that you liked, somebody that you had feelings for, whatever the case might be? Or you just cheat for cheating's sake because I can? So if you guys fell out a couple times and it wasn't working, why didn't you just, say, hey, you know what? I tried, but this isn't working. So, I think it's best we go away, la 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 la. But you decided to cheat on him. He didn't know. However, your daughter went and told his children, and children told him. Now, women can handle cheating more than men can. And I know some would say it's unfair. Men, you'll get cheated on all the time and you, what Pinky say, take on and stay quiet and you deal with it. You get make children, do all sort of thing on you, and some people stay. You forgive your partner and you stay. But men are wired differently. And I've tried to understand it, but I can't. Because if a woman could deal with you cheating, why can't you deal with a woman cheating? But it don't work that way. Men are just wired differently when it comes to cheating. They could give, but they can't take. So homeboy found out that you were cheating and now you have to give explanation. And like I said to her, you can't really blame him because for one, it may not go back to how it was. Now he has lost all trust and everything where you are concerned. And he's going to be constantly watching you side eye and things will not ever be the same. It's going to constantly remind you of it. And it's going to be on and on and on and, chaotic every time. So I'm like, sometimes you got to, thank God for small mercies and move on. So even if you told him your version of the truth, to him it'll be something more. So every day he'll keep on asking you, what's the real truth? And it'll never be satisfied with the response you give to him. It'll always be, what is it? What did you leave out? Why did you do it? So now he decides to take revenge on you, like you said, by cheating back. And the person he cheated on you with, he's now serious about the person. He's asked you to let him go, and you're saying that you can't. Listen, we know that feeling all too well. When somebody wants you to let them go and you're not in that space to do that. Or whatever is going on, you just don't want to. But sometimes you have to, because if he's constantly saying that he doesn't want you to, what can you do? You can't hold on to somebody who doesn't want to be held. Now, if somebody says that to you and then they decide to give you another shot and you guys, are working on it, that's different. But if he's constantly saying he doesn't want to be in the relationship with you, why would you fight to hold on to somebody who doesn't want you? Because he's basically saying he doesn't want you. Doesn't want you anymore. And like I said, sometimes it's going to hurt before it gets better. It's going to hurt as hell before it gets better. So go through the process, go through the pain, deal with it, and you'll be okay, because it's not just about you. And like I said to her, I totally get where you're coming from, but just take yourself out of the picture for a while and think about your children. Who do you have that's going to take care of your children? Are they the father in their lives? Will they be okay without you being there? Think about that. I'm like, why would you want to put your child or children through that? Forget about you for a minute. And if you don't have any other strength, look at them and find strength in them, that there's something to live for. At least you have something to live for. So let them provide that anchor for you. Take a deep breath, step back, go through the motions, go through the pain, go through the hurt, go through, feeling, bad about it for what you did and what, it resulted in and all of that. And pick up your pieces, pick up your bundle. you'll be okay. Sometimes it seems like you're not gonna be okay, but let's just look back for the amount of relationships that we felt bad about, that either we left or the person left us and you thought you couldn't live. Look at us breathing now. When you talk about when people listen, when we stupid in love, Imagine telling somebody I can't live without you. And eventually you end up living. Look at you now, thriving and breathing and having the time of your life. Weren't you living before the person? Weren't you breathing before the person came along? So we sit there talking about I can't live with you, I will dead without you, this, that, or the other. And you just happen to make it through. I'm sure you look back and you're like, you see what I had to kill myself for. You see what I didn't want to live for. When you see the person after a while, especially when they start looking beat up and they looking like thing cat drag through garbage. When you see them, you see who I want to kill me. You see who you don't see it. Especially when you find somebody else that's good to you, somebody that treats you well, respects you, somebody who loves the hell out of you. And then when you think back to the treatment you used to get and you wanted to kill yourself and I was dead. When you look, what does really do us in truth, boy? When you look back at some of them, because a lot of the times you are not be propping them up and making them look good, but they ain't giving you your credit. When you see them, they pick up somebody else, they make tutus, they hair, they hair whites. When you watch them behind the heel cracking and hard. When you pass by them, they ain't even smelling good, and you stand up there and say, Lord Father, watch what I nearly lose sleep. Watch what I was losing sleep for night. I watch days I ain't eating. You're a bank, truck, bus, van, gasping. Nights you can't sleep. And then you finally find somebody who thinks the world of you, who treats you like, what you really wanted that person, how you really wanted that person to treat you. And that person treats you, you're losing weight, or you're gaining a certain weight, losing sleep over the people boy child or the people girl child. And then somebody comes along and you're like, wow, imagine you could have missed out on this, staying to fight up with that. What does really go to remind sometime in truth? We ever sit back and think about it? Listen. For everything you've lost, there's something better. Lead them let they stress. And when they see you looking good and they see you looking happy with whoever it is, they want to come back and be blowing up your phone 24/7 and stressing you out. No. We crossed that bridge. I don't know you anymore. And they have a way of coming back, when they fighting up for yourself and you're looking miserable, where they feeling good about themselves, me are stressing she out. But when they see you moved on and looking happy with somebody else, they want to come back and drag you back into their toxic lives and situations and stress you out again. So you're stupid then. Vicky said you had work to do. What's nice? Listen. There's a couple of you I need to block whenever I go live, starting from Monday next week. I'm gonna need to start blocking you all forthwith before I come on this live. No, for real. And then that's when they want to start coming back and love you the most. Like some of them have amnesia. Like they forgot how they treated you, how they disrespected you, and want to come and paint a picture now that if you go back with them, it's gonna be nice and rosy. And they're gonna do this and they're gonna do that, forgetting that you were there and you experienced it firsthand. So if you get firsthand cheating, firsthand disrespect, what you going back there and do? What you going back there for? So miss, pick up your little problems, pray on it, you'll be fine. And you're going to look back on this day and say, when you find somebody else that means the world to you, who treats you well, you're going to look back on this day and say, that is what I wanted to kill myself over. You're going to sit back and laugh. When you think of the type of people that you invested in, some people aren't worth, some people are, you say, some people are lessons. Some people are there to teach you. So take whatever lesson you can out of this and move on. Take whatever you can get out of it and move on. Learn the lesson. Everything happens for a reason. I'm a big believer in that now. Everything happens for a reason. So whatever the reason is, yes, someone says it's gonna get better. Take it from me. I know it's hard. Someone says, yes, it will hurt, but you know what time it is. It will get better, because believe me, once trust is broken, especially from a man's point, it will never ever be the same. Focus on your children. You got this. You got this. I promise it's going to be better. It's going to be better. Someone says, I saw him in a funeral. He short wash out. The pants look like his, and the shoe. The shoes aren't matching anything. We go and do the people walk. Well, I saw one, Papa. I saw one the last time. Oh, my opening mouth. If he had 12 teeth in his mouth, he had a lot. And I say, that is the everybody was fighting over and used to big thing over. What? Look at you. There's some people, life hasn't been good to them because the deeds they're paying for how they treat people, girl, children. The deeds they're paying for. Hottest thing. The whole marriage and the parish want them. When life catch up with them, trust me, when life catch up with some of them, for all the stress they make people, girl, children go for who did not deserve it. When you see life, when you see Mr. Karma catch up with them, watch. I'm like, thank God this job has taught me how to be professional and how to hold a laugh when you should let one go. When I see the man, hope you're listening to me, but sorry, I couldn't really care right now. Not me, I do you teeth anything in your mouth. When I see the man and how he conditioned, and when I tell you that man used to dress and look good and smell good, the whole marriage and the parish fighting up behind him. I don't know what happened. And as much as I wanted to ask him, well, what happened to your teeth in your mouth? I'm like, you know what, Aruna? Life already beating him. Don't do that, because I'll be adding to the list of lash I have to get. Let me leave it alone. Boy, that was real bugging away. Morning.
Yes, Aaron, I use Miss Bunga with Queen. You can't say one topic. I know what is the problem, you know. I know what is the problem, you know. Yo, what's that?
Listen.
Like you still. Like you still.
Thank you. What all you say, all you wicked, all you just pay for all your sins. Tell you, see the man, yeah. If you had 10 teeth in the mouth, 8 and good. It's not all you
you see this depression thing that people making fun out of things right here? Mm-hmm. We need to get serious with this thing. Mm-hmm. Trust me, I have been a benefactor of depression. I know what it is to hit rock bottom. You know, I can tell you, it's a good thing to have good friends. And I always say, I just give people my experience because I want them to learn from it. I have one good friend. I'm other people associates, but I have one good friend, and I don't prefer to call him name because he knows, named Chris Edwards. Mm-hmm. And if it wasn't for that man, time so you'd be hearing about me. Because when I was going through my divorce, trust me, you know what rum I didn't drink, you know what I didn't try. And people see me out in the street, and I'm always smiling and I'm happy. But when I go home and I close my door, you know what thing coming through my head? Imagine marrying somebody, and I mean, okay, you don't work out, thing happen, and just for spite, that person will go in court and tell the judge that the child that you've been minding for 17 years that looks like you is not yours.
What? Nah, that's been vindictive. That's vindictive. So
I stand up in front the judge, and I shake like a leaf. I want to kill you, man. I want to kill the judge. I want to kill everybody inside the courthouse.
So did you do? So was the child yours or not?
No, it's my daughter. She was just being vindictive. Wow. I mean, I had to end up spending over $1,100 to do a DNA for no reason at all.
Wow.
You understand? So, listen, when I hear people talking about those things right now, I mean, you see how long I take to call? Because I had to think about it first, because I get so emotional when it comes to using the name. Now, see, circumstances made me who I am right now. I mean, I ain't blaming nobody for my nasty habit I have right now. But
So so the circumstances made you who you are. So that's why you're behaving so now.
that is why I'm a dog right now. I'm a dog.
And you have no shame.
I have no shame. I'm a dog right now. A capital D-O-G. I eating and I'm wiping my mouth.
So you don't have
And
no
when you-
pedigree, no little poodle about
I
you.
pedigree. No. I pedigree.
Oh, okay.
No, I ain't going that low. I'm ugly already. I don't know ugly woman.
I thought it was patong mental. I thought it was patong behavior. You
No,
had.
I not part tongue, but I just eat chihuahua and a hybrid dog food. You understand? But I let you know when I meet you, this is what I want. This is who I am. If you want pay, I pay you. If you want free, I taking free. Whatever it is, but you could only spend a weekend by me and then go in your house.
So you can't walk with change your clothes. You can't leave nothing.
No.
When you go, you have to go with everything.
Go with everything. I'm before you are searching me bathroom, I'm searching me room, I'm searching me spare room. I'm searching all about. Don't leave nothing. Because listen, some women are very big deep. So sorry, you know. Right now, I'm happy, you know. I mean, it's not a nice thing to say, but I'm happy that some women feeling how us men just feel. Take it and cool it. Take on and keep quiet.
So my boy, you paying too? What's the asking price? Somebody
No,
asking.
I don't. Once it's grade A, and I could meet the accommodation, I pay.
I go pay.
I go pay because I don't want nothing afterwards. When you meet me on the street, don't call me, don't look at me, don't without nothing. Behind closed doors with good. Simple, because someone out there dangerous, so you have to treat them with the level of insult they're treating you with.
I can't be mad at you for your honesty, you know, because I mean, like you said circumstances made you who you are, but at least you're being straight up about what you want and where you're at, so people know not to come wrong you and catch no feelings, right?
But I just tell them, and that's why people say me I'm mad. But no, I am straightforward. I tell you, sure, if I see you and I like you, and you want to give me free, you give me free. If you want to charge me, charge me. If I could pay, I
You
could.
pay.
Simple. That is me. Anyway, my girl, I'm glad you're getting a dose of your own medicine. You're going to learn from that. The next good man that come into your life, you go treat him better. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Okay. Let me just you. Oh boy, I ain't lying. I miss him, man. I really miss him. No, but isn't that being unfair though? Because the same way we say not all men are the same, not all women are the same. So you had your bad experience and everybody had to suffer because of that? Nah, man. That's almost equal to a woman saying all man is the same, you know. You deal with two men and then you come back and you want to treat the third one like how the other two treat you. And he's not like the other two. I don't subscribe to everybody's the same. Based on my experience, nah. They're not. Oh, boy. Why say you go pay, yes? If you get free ticket, if you get paid.
Good day. I guess home you're listening, home yo.
God,
You just have to take time to love yourself, seek the help that you need, and focus on your children. It won't be easy. I know it's easier said than done, and I know it won't be easy, but take that time. Whatever counseling, go to church, whatever you need to do, but take that time because it's not the end of the world, you know.
Nope.
You just feel like it's the end of the world, but it's not the end of the world, trust me.
Mm-mm.
But you just need to take that time for yourself because, to be honest, all trust is broken between you all, and it doesn't make sense, trust me.
Because where you want to hold on
You
to a
just make you
situation
feel
like
like
that?
it's the last person in the world and you can't do without them, but it doesn't make sense. Either way, whatever you're trying to do or want to do, it doesn't make sense. Just take the time, heal yourself, and seek the help that you need because you do need help. And if it means going to church, you know, getting counseling, whatever it takes. But on a serious note, take the time and heal yourself and focus on your children. And I know it's easier said than done, but take that time. Have a good day.
Thanks much, man. I like that. Good advice, you know? And like I said, it might feel like it's the end of the world, but it's not. It's not. Because after you get through it and you get over it, you sit back and you're like mad at yourself that you allowed your energies to go flow in that direction, and you wasted so much time, processing and thinking about what I did, I didn't do, or what it ended, and and when you move on with somebody else, it's like, wow, can't believe I wasted all this time on you, wasted all my time on this situation, when I could have spent it or invested it into something profitable or into my children or something of the sort. So sometimes, like you say, hindsight, boy, if only you knew before. But you'll be all right. That's the most important thing. You're not the first, you ain't gonna be the last. There's many before you, during and after. So don't stress it. Don't stress it. Sometimes I know it's easier said than done, because you're the one, they say, who feels it knows it. You know what you invested in that relationship, how you feel about the person, but you'll be okay, You'll be okay. Let me see if I can take read two more, and then we are good for today. But thanks, Wayne. Really good advice. Appreciate it. And I love the fact that you always encourage women to love themselves more, invest more into themselves. Your self-esteem. Work on that. I really like when you do that. Someone says, before you do anything, please reach out for professional help. There are many counselors and therapists who are affordable on island. You're in your moment of guilt, what you did in making you have those thoughts, but if you moved on, you will just have to let go. It may just be a blessing in disguise. Really hope you don't become a statistic. Keep the faith. Someone says, hold on. It's not the best way. Yes, you cheated on him. He then cheated back. Remember, if you take that way out, your boyfriend will still be with the same girl. Maybe build a whole family, move on. Plus, you're leaving your daughter behind to bear the burden that her mom too took her life because of a man. I think you should seek some sort of help, because it's too late. Before it's too late. No one is worth taking your life. Someone says, before you think along those lines, ask yourself, is he really worth that? Do you think this is the best decision? Do you love your daughter? Have you thought about what will happen to her when you do such? I advise you to get some help quick and fast, and stop putting man over child. This is serious. Someone says, seems you're having a hard time. You may need professional help. Reaching to that stage to hurt yourself. In most cases, telling the truth, you have to know your partner. Will they fight fire with fire? Will they understand and appreciate your honesty? Another person says, think about your child first. Forget the man. You can always find another man. Your kid would find another mother. This one says, she must be an NNP girl. She honest. The NNP girl and them won't do that. Yo, I can't stand y'all. Oh boy. Final one. Someone says Grenadians really don't know when to ease up. A person with suicidal ideas does not need to be reminded that they made mistakes or bad choices. Telling them that they have children to live for isn't helpful either. Either offer comfort, point them in the right direction, or leave it alone. My advice to her is to speak to a professional. If you need recommendations, I can provide that. I think that is it. Someone said the suicidal part is the thing that concerns me. You have children, think about them. They need their mother. Let that man go. You did wrong, he did wrong. Now it's time to move on. Focus on you, rebuilding you, loving you. Alright? So, on that note, I'll see you guys tomorrow for another show. Thank you so much for powering up. Thank you so much for your contributions. And I appreciate it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much to our friends at Beacon Insurance and Western Union for taking us through another ladies' room. Same time, same place. We're on tomorrow, God's will. All right? Till then, stay powered up, guys.